Hello, everyone. Good morning, good evening from wherever you are joining. Today, we are doing Production Engineering Project Awards. Now, I'm super excited for this one because the fellows have been working really hard for the past 12 weeks. And I just want to, appreciate you all for joining us today. So, for those of you who don't know, the MLH Fellowship is a 12-week program. It's an internship alternative, and we have so many amazing tracks like the production engineering, open source, the free fellowship, which is now known as like we have we previously it was known as um, the explorer track. Now it's called the pre fellowship, and we have the externship or the software engineering track. So the fellowship is all about learning, right? It's an educational program. That's why we say it's an internship alternative. It started as like last year when the COVID pandemic hit. Students, they started losing their internships, so MLH came up with the fellowship. And I want to give a huge shout out to all the amazing sponsors. Like, for example, Facebook has sponsored the production engineering track. And a little bit more about the track. Students, not just basically fellows, um, over the course of 12 weeks, they learn about the production engineering curriculum, right? So they learn about things like, containers, databases, how to set up CI/CD, monitoring, deployment, Git and GitHub, and some other skills as well that are really crucial, like teamwork. And, they apply all of these things. So because if you have ever been to a hackathon, we strongly believe that um, whatever things that you're learning, if you're not applying that somewhere, then you're not going to get the intuition behind it. That's what I personally believe in. So if you're a developer, if you're learning something new or whatever, make sure you apply that somewhere. Don't just keep hoarding knowledge, right? So if you're applying something that you're learning somewhere, that's a really good practice, and it actually showcases the good work that you're doing as well. So if you're talking to a recruiter or someone like, hey, I learned about production engineering stuff, and then they're going to be like, okay, what did you learn? Can you show me something? And if you don't have a project, then right, so that's not gonna good. That's not gonna look good. So similarly, if you say I'm like into AI and ML, and you don't have any projects you have worked on AI ML, so making projects are crucial. It's very important to show your skills, and also important for you to test your skills, right? So in the production engineering, many of such skills that the students gained over the course of 12 weeks. And we are doing the production engineering project awards. So basically, the projects that students made, they have, were divided into like the production engineering fellows. They were divided into 8 particular pods, and we're going to be selecting some of the best projects from each and every single pod. So for those of you who are joining, let's get started. I'm super excited for this one. And yeah, so just a little bit about the judging criteria. How we have judged the project is all of the things that you have learned. We have sort of like evaluated the project on that basis. So for example, if you've used containerization in your application, is it a one container, or a multiple container, isolated differently? Is the database set up securely? Is the database in its own container? Are you using like Docker to set up the database or not? Do you have good secret management? So for example, if you're making your own application, you should not have you know secrets flying around like that. You can do something like environment variables or some config files or whatever. So testing and CI/CD and linting and deployment and all these things. Some fellows, I got to see some of the projects previously. They have also set up like monitoring in containers using Grafana and Prometheus. So you all see like it's an amazing program. So I would just highly recommend everyone to apply, get to work on so many amazing things. And by the way, if anyone has any questions, feel free to let us know in the chat. And also let us know from where you're joining, and what time is it over there. So let us know in the chat, and let's get started. So let me just quickly share my screen. Alrighty. Cool. I think that is visible. All right. As always, feel free to ask any questions you may have, and more than happy to help. So let's get started. The first project that we're looking at is, the before looking at the projects, we are looking at the prizes. So as I mentioned, there are 8 pods in the production engineering batch. This For this particular batch, there are 8 particular pods for production engineering, and every single pod had like 3 to 4 teams, right? 2 to 3 to 4 teams. So we're selecting one top winner from every single team, and everyone in the team is going to get like an Amazon Echo Dot and an MLH swag. I will sound a little cliche over here, but I truly believe everyone is a winner. Uh, the reason I mention this is you all have been selected in this highly competitive program, right? 20,000, tens of thousands of people apply, and you have been selected, you have completed this program, you have gained the production engineering skills. And once we publish the gallery, you all will see the amazing work that you have done. So I believe, truly believe, you all were a winner, and everyone who does take part in hackathons and events, everyone who is doing good work, they are a winner, right? If you're learning something new, if you're helping people, if you're making projects, I think if you're a better version of yourself than you were yesterday, you are a winner. And that's true. It might sound a little, Kunal is being a little filmy right now, but no, in the long run, it does apply. All right. Cool. I already see some questions like skills required to apply any role for middle high school students. So I'll be answering all these questions in the end once we have done with the prizes. So let's move forward. Let's move forward with the first prize, which is from Pod 3.3.0. So the top prize from the project, from Pod 3.3.0 is Spotty me. Yay. I wanted to do a drum roll, but I accidentally clicked the next slide. So I'll do it in the next slide. Anyway. So yeah, so Spotty Me was pretty interesting project, and the basic idea is that it's a React based web app that uses the Spotify API, and it's using machine learning emotion detection to recommend music based on the emotions and music taste. I don't know about you all, but I have like eight playlists: sad, happy, motivational, uh, running, and you know humorous or whatever. So I really like to categorize my music based on my mood. I think that was pretty cool. And so basically the idea is that a user logs in to their Spotify account, and the website, it shows the summary of the user's music breakdown, and the user can click on play to initiate a camera, and it's going to capture the user's face to the webcam or the camera of the phone, and it's then analyzed by the machine learning model to detect the emotion, and based on the emotion, they will receive a customized playlist by Spotty Me, which is the project. So it's pretty cool. You can give it a try at spot at spotime.duckdns.org. I will link to it in the chat, so if you want to try it out. Cool. Can you perform a pose? Want to click a snapshot? Oh, is this for the socials? Yeah, sure. All right, there's your there's a snapshot. So it's pretty cool. They've used like React, Flask, Spotify API. They've deployed the website on AWS EC2 instances. They've used DuckDNS, Nginx, GitHub Actions, for setting up monitoring and testing. They've used CAdvisor. They've used for monitoring. They've used Prometheus and Grafana, and the database they're using is MongoDB. So I think it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. And one thing that I really liked is the challenges they ran into while deploying their machine learning model. So in the end, they ended up migrating to AWS, and I think they should be all should be really proud of the accomplishments. So as you all can see, people who have just joined, people they do some amazing work at the fellowship, working on such people. They entered the fellowship with not much knowledge, and now they're trying out some amazing things like Grafana, Prometheus, and AWS and stuff, and Nginx, and like machine learning models, and it's a mix of tools and technologies that they have learned. Alrighty, moving forward. Next one, Pod 3.3.1, and this is also a very interesting project, and it's a personally I really enjoyed watching this thing because it's focused on education. And if you know me, if you know about MLH, we heavily focus on education, right? This entire program is focused on education. So the winners for 3.3.1 are, I'm going to do a drum roll now. I don't think if you can hear it. Let me. Okay. Should probably have added some Spotify music from Will. Okay, since I was on mute since when? Okay, that's not good. All right. Welcome back. Sorry about that. I am really apologizing. Okay. Can you? When did I go out? When did I go on? When I moved my mic? Oh, when I did the drum roll. Okay. Cool. No problem. No problem. All right. So sorry about that. Now I think it was when I muted my mic from the drum roll. Yeah, drum roll wasn't worth it. Uh, Note to self: don't move your mic when doing live streams. All right. So I was just saying that this is my personal favorite because it's a learning management system, and they have used they're basically providing digital accessibility by providing resources and an intro to automated accessibility testing. And I think accessibility is key when we're talking about education specifically. So if you're following MLH, if you're following the work we do at hackathons and the fellowship, then you might know that we heavily focus on education. The entire program is focused on education. I really enjoyed going through their uh, readme file and the demo video they've submitted, because this is a great example of what the fellowship pre-fellowship production engineering fellowship has to offer. For example, their tech stack. Let's talk about the tech stacks. In the client side, they're using React and Axios and Rehypro that enables inline HTML rendering within Markdown. In the web server, they're using Python and Flask, and they have some API endpoints. Database they're using with PostgreSQL. That's fine, but the thing that I really feel like was great, like the highlight was how well they have containerized this application. So if you don't know what containers are, it's basically like running applications in like isolated environments. So they have literally like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 containers: one for the React app, web server, database, Nginx server, the C advisor for container monitoring, Prometheus, and Grafana. And all of these are like talking to each other. They've also set up CI/CD using some workflows like Docker build, linters, and for the deployment as well, and monitoring, as we already talked about. So if you want to check it out, you can check it out over here. I've just will publish the gallery soon. But I think this is pretty cool that the things that students are learning, they're actually like applying and uh, into some projects that showcase what they have learned over the past 12 weeks. I think this is pretty cool. And for those of you who don't know what is like CI/CD workflow, so basically the idea is whenever you push your commit, a test will run to make sure that, okay, if I merge this commit, will it not ruin my existing code base or whatever. So those checks are very important when you're working with some production level code, and I think it's great that they have implemented in their personal project. Let's move forward. So now with the next batch pod for 3.3.3, let's see, 3.3.2. So for 3.2.2, the winner is, I'm not going to move my mic now. I'm just going to say clap roll or something like, I don't know what I'm doing. Um, clap roll like this. So the winner for the pod 3.3.2 is tonetype.tech, right? So the inspiration for tonetype came, it's the story behind is that it came to a member of the developer team as they listened to Flight of the Bumblebee while preparing for an upcoming typing competition. So the idea was, why not use music as an integrated motivation tool for experienced typists, or even as a teaching tool for beginners. Okay, so you might have seen that there are many tools online for touch typing, right? So learn touch typing or something like that, so you just follow along, and it gives you some nice words on the screen which you complete, and then you get like some accuracy or whatever. The idea with this one is, they have mm, uh, they have they have a library of piano music and key binding, so each song assigns certain keyboard keys to a note or to a piano, so when you type you get some nice music. So I think that's pretty cool. Share about it if you want to see. Let me just share the youtube link. Yeah, by the way, all of these like will be available on the you know channel like of the fellowship, so you can watch it later on. But yeah, cool. So that was pod 3.3.2. Congratulations to team tonetype.tech. Awesome. So if you want to try it out, it's on tonetype.tech. You can try it out over here. There you go. You all can you know practice touch typing with some music. All right, moving forward, team 3.3.3. This is my pod, right? Yeah, this is my pod. Nice. So, for those of you who don't know, I'm also a pod leader for this batch, and everyone made some nice projects. And the award for the best project for 3.3.3 goes to, hopefully, the fellows are watching, Devop. Right from the start, Devop had the best, like the UI. I think, if you see the demo video, you all can agree on that. It's a very nice UI, and the team also, faced a lot of issues, but I love how they overcome the challenges, right, by asking questions and stand-ups, and forming groups and asking in the channels and all these things. So they learned a lot of nice things, and I'm super proud of everyone who has completed their projects and just did some amazing work. So, like, set up the Grafana Prometheus and dockerized your application, and they also did testing with React, and connected all these containers together, and also they did a test they test an API using Postman and Newman. I think that's pretty cool. One more thing I really value what they have mentioned is what's next for Devop. I think if you have a project that has the potential, that you feel like has a lot of nice potential, I would highly encourage you all to keep working on that project, right? So you never know, right? I personally know many startups that have gotten like built out of hackathon projects, right? I know so many nice projects that do this. So I think it's great that you have already planned for what's next, and I think that's pretty impressive. So for those of you who don't know what is Devop, so the Devop is basically a platform to help developers find teammates for side projects. Now developers can search for projects, and that they are interested in. They can contact the current team members of the project, and they can learn more about them and join their team. So if you're looking for some projects to contribute to in the React domain or whatever, you can reach out to people who have projects in React. And yeah, I mean, I think that is pretty cool that it's increasing the collaboration part. And because one thing that I have noticed is that when people create their, let's say, group projects, oftentimes they struggle finding teammates, right? So I think this something like this can be, it's a great way to find teammates, to find people working on similar projects and similar tech stacks. Cool. So that's pretty cool. And if you want to try it out, it's devup dev-up.tech. Check out the UI. It's pretty nice. All right. Moving forward to pod 3.3.4, and this pod, they also had some really nice projects, and the best prize goes to Clap Roll Street Eats. So what is Street Eats? So the inspiration of the projects, this project came from wanting to see more functionalities and features on the common food delivering and ordering apps. So for example, it allows users to access local restaurants based on their location. Users can register, log in, and customize, the list of restaurants, and the list of restaurants are unique to each user. And each user can customize a title for their list and add and remove restaurants. So it's sort of like, in India we have like Zomato and Swiggy sort of a thing. It's sort of like a personalized way for that. I think it's a very nice idea. I'm not sure why no one has thought of this before. Like recommending you restaurants based on your personalization. I think it's pretty cool. And it also uses monitoring for choosing C advisor, Prometheus, Grafana. They have CI/CD setup, they have testing setup, they have a linter check, and they learned about so many nice things. They're using Nginx as a reverse proxy, Docker as a containerized service, HTML, CSS, Flask, and the Python and Postgre database, Docker, Prometheus, Grafana, and some APIs they're using are Yelp Fusion, and all these other things. They have also mentioned what's next for their project. So, future work includes adding a feature allowing the users to add friends and make recommended cuisines based on the previous selection. I think that's pretty cool, and definitely looking at the video makes me want to order something right now. But I will not, because I am trying to, you know, not eat much from outside. Uh, because because I've been eating a lot outside. So maybe I'm gonna order Subway or something. Subways are nice. Subways are healthy. Okay. Let us know in the chat from where you're joining, and if you have any questions related to the fellowship, happy to answer. Or if you have any, anything you want to share for these projects and stuff. Next project for pod 3.3.5. Super looking forward to this one, and the winner for this project is Blobber Buddy Chat. That's a very interesting name and really, rolls off the tongue. So kudos to the team for coming, whoever came up with that name. So the idea is that Blobber offers the ideal friendship making environment by allowing users to connect with each other in chat rooms where they can bond over things that interest them. So the chat rooms are broken into categories like anime, fine arts, tech, etc., where users can select whichever topic that they are interested in, and they can then talk to other people who are online and make friends and stuff. The inspiration, I think, it came from the because we are living in a post-pandemic era of human history where social distancing is the new normal, and not sure till when, but I think this is where we are living right now, and this also means that the typical chance you know encounters where you find like unlikely friends at like local coffee shops or whatever. Hopefully it will get better in the coming few months, and this particular application, it's basically solving the social connections and issues that Zoom meetings may not be able to simply fulfill. So it's pretty cool, and uh, great work for the team. They've also used AWS, CAdvisor, Docker, Flask, and Grafana, and Nginx, Postgre, Prometheus, and they also use Socket.io. So, given that it's a, chat application, so they use sockets for that. So it's pretty cool. Let me share the link for this as well. There you go. You can try it out over here. Let's move forward to pod 3.3.6. Now, for pod 3.3.6, the idea was, first I have to announce the winner. Okay, the winner is RPS. So the idea is the classic rock, paper, scissors game. So they decided to call their version, of rock, paper, scissors and allow players the choice of playing against the computer or against one another. So the inspiration for this game, since we have been like in lockdown for some time now. Even previously we were in lockdown if things have been opening up right now. But uh, many of us, have sparkled social connection through playing online games. I don't know about you, but I'm super excited to be online gaming again. I really like playing games online and have met a lot of nice friends. So they decided to pick rock paper scissors as it's simple and it's an international game. So inclusivity is key. Anyone can contribute and anyone can play, and you don't have to do any installation or costs or whatever. So they used Flask and Jinja and to build the basic website itself, and Ajax and jQuery for the backend. They used Flask and Socket IO, and uh, yeah, I mean they've also used the advisor, Prometheus, and Grafana, and just the standard stuff with wins and losses and draws. So it's sort of like a multiplayer game, and it's also hosted on an AWS instance. So if you want to try it out, there you go. You can try it out over here. I love how these projects, most of these projects have um, utilized the world that we live in right now. So what are we lacking, and how can we resolve that issue? Okay, used to play rock paper scissors with your friends. Now you're not we can't do that anymore, so created a game out of it. It's pretty cool stuff. Last but definitely not least, pod 3.3.7, and a winner for the project from pod 3.3.7 is, drum roll, holiday planner. So everyone loves going on vacations, but nobody enjoys the tedious task of planning one, including me. I don't like planning for holidays. I heavily rely on TripAdvisor and stuff, but it's a lot of efforts. I in the end have to do it because that's the way that's the way it is. You have to do your own work. So that's why this they made this app called Holiday Planner, because it's a perfect tool for your holiday planning needs. I am going to use this because I'm planning on traveling after the fellowship. So I'm definitely going to use this, and you all should too. And they've also mentioned what's next for them. So they're looking forward to integrating a hotel and a car rental API with the listing endpoints, and providing more functionality for the users, such as like saving the reviews and queries and stuff. They also use AWS EC2 instances, Bootstrap, CAdvisor, CentOS, Docker, Flask, GitHub, Grafana, Postgre, Prometheus. Really proud of all of you, fellows who have used so many nice technologies and actually utilized whatever things that you learned. Now if anyone asks you, hey, what did you do in the fellowship, you can just show these amazing projects. These projects are like full-fledged end-to-end projects. It's using everything that you have learned. I think that's the beauty of it. So it's a pretty cool app, and it's for people who find it difficult to plan their vacation. So you can use this website, and it basically combines all the necessary features. Awesome. That was everyone. Super excited for you all. You'll be getting your swag soon, and you all should be really proud of yourself. Everyone should be proud of themselves. Please, you have done some amazing work, and these projects that you have made for production engineering, these are like the highlight for you all. When you're talking to a recruiter, when you're displaying it on your resume, for example, right? So think, if you have proof of work, it goes a long way. Anyone can say that I am a machine learning enthusiast, I am a DevOps enthusiast, or whatever. But if you don't have like work that sort of like to drive the conversation with a recruiter or someone, or to showcase that you actually have some knowledge related to that, I think that's more very important. And even if you are not doing that, contributing to such projects, making projects, it's in the end going to help you only, because it's strengthening your skills and you're getting to test out whatever things that you learned. So just don't be stuck in the tutorial hell. Tutorial hell basically means that you're learning and you're learning and you're learning and you're learning and you're learning. You're doing tutorials, you're watching videos, you're reading docs and everything, but you're not actually applying that anywhere. So don't be stuck in this loop. Make sure you apply whatever you learn. You don't have to be an expert. You can learn on the go, and that's the most important part, because when you learn, you will get stuck. And if you get stuck, that is a good thing, because then you will get to resolve your queries, and you'll get to learn, and you'll get to help others get unblocked. You'll get involved in the communities. So yeah, let me just now answer a few questions. So if you have any questions, anyone who has joined, if you have any questions, I'll be happy to answer. Let's see. So now is the time. If you have any questions, be it about the projects or the fellowship or the admissions or whatever, now it's your time. All right. So I'm gonna go on like a rapid fire stuff. I haven't played rapid fire since I was in like 10th grade. So that's good. Let's do it. Rapid fire round. Um, are these projects from the interns from the fellowship? Yeah, technically they are not interns. It's not an internship. It's a educational track. So yeah, people from the fellowship, the fellows who were a part of the fellowship, mm, who got selected. Yeah, they made these projects. Yeah. Yes, the fellowship is all open for people who are above the age of 13 as well, but you do need parental consent. but there have definitely been high school students in the fellowship previously as well. Skills required to apply for it. Um, you should be able to code in any one programming language. It does not have to be anything specific, because we believe that if you know one language, you can learn another as well. Many of the fellows, when I was a fellow, I submitted my code in Java, and in the end, I ended up doing TypeScript and JavaScript in the fellowship actually. So development experience, and I think that's the main requirement. Anything you like, mobile, machine learning, web development, whatever you want to submit, make sure it's a original, your project only, that showcases your skills the best. All right, let's see. I believe some of the projects are open source, so you can. um, I think so. Yep, you can participate in more than once, until and unless specified. So I would highly recommend checking the FAQ section of the fellowship website. In case there is an update in the future, you will be notified. And yeah, by the way, all the information is already available on the emails that you get. So if you get selected, you will get the information. If you do get rejected, you will get the information for that as well, like why the application was rejected, how you can improve and stuff. Alrighty. Thanks for the shout out. I indeed, no, indeed, that's great. Um, yeah. Now I'm seeing the mute one. No problem. All right. Any other questions? Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. You do get a stipend as well for people who are asking, but that should not be your like end term motivation for applying to such programs, because this is like an open, it's like an educational track, and you do get like some stipend. I think it's like some need based and stuff, but in some tracks you do get some stipend. But um, information for that you can find online. Yeah, on MLH.io. I have answered this. I have answered this. I have answered this. Can recent grads apply? Yes, you can. You can definitely apply. Yeah, you can apply for the fall batch. You can even apply for, I think, for the the only advice I would give you is apply early, because applications are, you apply early, and it's not like first come first serve. It's more like rolling basis, so we make sure that we give everyone the equal opportunity. So it's not like first come first serve. It's more like on the rolling basis the applications are reviewed, because everyone is given same priority. Okay, it's just a matter of timing. That's it. Thanks for joining. Really appreciate it. How to apply? You can, let me just share with you, MLH Fellowship. You can apply on this URL, fellowship.mlh.io. Share with you real quick. There you go. You can apply. Here. You can apply right now. I believe the applications are open. Check once again. Apply. Yeah, you can apply. Cool. All right, all right, all right. Think, is development necessary? Yeah, I think development is key, because that's going to be involved in your project. So to be quite frank with you, yes, development is required. A little bit of development. We're not asking you to be like a pro or anything, but yeah, a little bit is required. Can be anything you like: mobile, web, machine learning, anything. Alrighty, I believe we answered all the questions. Great job, everyone. Thanks a lot for joining. You will find the project gallery published shortly, and you can watch all the projects over there and everything. Really appreciate everyone joining. And uh, as always, keep up the good work. This is for everyone, fellows, non fellows, future fellows, past fellows, program managers, and everyone, staff. Just keep up the good work and keep applying. And for all the eligibility questions and everything you're asking, it's already given on the website that I've shared. Let me just highlight that. So yeah, it's basically for the North America, South America region. You can find this, in the website that is listed on the screen as well. But really appreciate you all joining. Keep up the good work, and we'll see you at the graduation, fellowship graduations. For those of you who are joining, we'll be doing the fellowship graduation as well. I believe on Monday, 9 a.m. Pacific time, 9:30 p.m. IST. So this is going to be great. Some exciting things that I'm not going to ruin it for you. So you'll be seeing that how, this was one of the best batches of the fellowship, and you'll be seeing how amazing things that we have accomplished, together, all of the fellows and everyone together, everyone who was involved. So please make sure you join us on Monday at 9 a.m. Pacific time and 9:30 p.m. IST. Really appreciate it. And yeah, thanks for joining, everyone. See you Monday. And for everyone else as well, keep up the good work. Keep contributing, practicing, learning, applying, and networking, and keep up the good work and help others. And you know, stay humble and uh, yeah, just help others and learn and contribute and get involved in the community and all the things. Alrighty, see you later and see you Monday. Have a good night and a good day from where you are joining. I'm Kunal signing off. Yeah, that did. I should probably not say that ever. Okay, bye.